Where the Wild Things Are. Story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. I see a wild thing right there. What do we see back here? Sailboat. Where the wild things are. Right here. That's good. Do we remember him? These wild things seem to be scared of him. Let's find out who this character is. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. He's got kind of a naughty face on. And another. What's he doing to his dog? His dog doesn't look too happy about that. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. I wouldn't say that to Miss Susan. Not a nice way to treat your mom. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world around him. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and the day on his boat, M-A-X, Max. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. It's a pretty wild looking dude. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. They do look pretty mesmerized by Max. And they made him king of all the wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rompus start. Wild rompus. Here's the wild rompus. Swinging from the trees. Rompus alone. I think this one's my favorite. They all look so happy during their wild rompus. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around him, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. He does look pretty sad and lonely. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. Do you see his supper back there on the nightstand? And it was still hot. We should do a wild rompus later. We can roll our terrible eyes and show our terrible claws. And we can have a wild rompus during our Zoom.